Student, today I am going to narrate you a wonderful story, and that story's name is Rip Van Winkle. Okay, and you will get the idea after reading the story. But before starting the story, now it's time to start the meanings. Okay, now meanings first is awakens, gets up. Okay, fellow means friend, farm. Everybody is knowing the farm, land used for growing crops. Idled away, that is the wasted. Okay, going astray, going away from right path. Okay, by leaving the correct path, from away from that. Constant means permanent. Grizzled beard. Okay, now everybody is knowing the beard, but which colored beard it is? Grizzled beard. Okay, next meaning is barrel. Barrel is the wooden container. Stranger, unknown. Okay, which we don't know before, that is called a stranger. Odd, which is very strange, which is not common. Nine pins. Nine pins means what? It is the name of one game, and in that game how many players are there? Total 9. That's why it is called 9 pins. Game played with 9 persons. Companion means partners. Okay, followers. Stared. Stared means look continuously. How we are looking? By using which part of the body? Eyes. Very good. Stared, look. Gaze. Gaze is also looking, but which kind of looking? When continuously we are looking to something. Okay, that is called the gaze. Frightened. Got afraid. Scared. Content. Now content means the ingredients. Okay, trembling. Trembling means shaking, moving. Muttered. Muttered means smoking in slow voice. Descend, come down. Wrinkled, full of creases. When wrinkle comes, when we make dirty face. Okay, when we are sad. Otherwise, whenever somebody aged is there, like grandfather, grandmother, on their faces also we can see the wrinkles. On their hands also wrinkles are there of their skin. Stroke. Stroke means palted. Astonishment. It is called surprise. And exclaim means shouted loudly. These many meanings are there. Some meanings are there in the workbooks also. When I will give the workbook answer, that meanings also you have to write down in the notebook. And these 23 meanings also you are going to write down into the notebook. And students make sentences and send me for checking. Now it's time to start the story. Are you excited to listen it? We will start the story. Rip Van Winkle. Now in this picture you can see that there are two children, one dog is there and one man is there, and that man name is Rip Van Winkle. Okay, now we will see what's the story. Rip Van Winkle. This story is about Rip Van Winkle, a good natured but lazy man. His nature is too good, but by nature he is very lazy, who goes away into the hills and falls asleep. Then what his nature is there, what his habit is there? He was climbing the hill. He was going up, 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 and after climbing a hill, he was sleeping there. Okay, he was not doing any work but sleeping only. When he awakens 20 years later, one day also he went on the hill and he slept there. And when he woke up, generally we sleep at night and we wake up early morning, is it? But he wake up after 20 years. Okay, years it is. Rip finds that quite few things have changed. Then when he wake up after 20 years, in his life many changes are happening. And which changes are there? That we are going to understand from this story. Many years ago, many years back, at the foothills of the Catskill. Now which is the place, which is the name of village? Village name is Catskill. And where it is situated? Downside the hill, foothills. Mountains was a little village. In the village live was simple. Okay, how he was? Simple and good nature. By nature he is very good. Fellow means friend. Name Rip Van Winkle. What was his name? Sorry, Winkle. How he was? What are the characteristics of him? What describing words came in this for him? For which adjective has come for the Rip Van Winkle? He is simple and good-natured fellow. Very good. And what is the name of that person? Rip Van Winkle. He was a kind neighbor in the neighborhood whichever people were living. With them also he was behaving very politely and kindly. Ready to help anyone. And if anybody is asking for any help, he was ready to do that help. You are also ready, students, for helping to your friends. Here also this Rip Van Winkle, he was always ready to help to everyone in his neighborhood. Then the children, everyone in the village like him. His nature was too good. That's why everybody was liking him. The children of the village shouted with joy whenever they saw him. Then whenever Rip Van Winkle is passing from the village, all the children are feeling happy and they are shouting in that happiness. Then saw him because he played with them, and when a Rip Van Winkle was coming, he was not shouting on the children, he was playing with them like a friend. Then children's age is different, his age is different, then also he is playing with very nicely with the friend and with the children. That's why they are liking him a lot. He taught them to fly kites and shoot marbles. Then which games they are playing togetherly? Flying kites and shoot the marbles. Okay, and these game children are liking the most with playing with Rip Van Winkle. And told them long stories, and Rip Van Winkle was telling stories as well. If anybody will tell you stories, they will allow to you to play. Will you like that person, students? Definitely you will like that person. The only problem, student, keep your fingers, which line I am reading, on that line keep your finger in the textbook. Okay, the only problem with Rip was that he was very lazy. He was playing with everyone, he was helping to everyone, okay, and he was telling story. Everything is good, but only one bad habit he has, that is he is very lazy person. He was not completing his work in time. He did no work on his own farm. He was having his own farm. He was not going into farm, and he was not doing any work in that. Just idled away. Idled away means he was roaming everywhere. He was going everywhere, here to there, but without any work. He wandered everywhere, but without any work. Away his time. His fences were falling to pieces. Fences means edges, corner area of the farm, which was covered by the wires and earth. That is called the fencing. Then his fencing of his farm, it has broken, and he was not repairing also that. He was not going to farm, that it means he will not repair also. His cow was going astray. Okay, now astray means, what is the meaning of astray? I have given to you. Wandered without aim. How he is wandering, how he is roaming anywhere, like that his cow was also roaming everywhere in the village, anywhere in the farms also. Then weeds grew on his farm. Weeds means unwilling, which is not useful grass is there. That unuseful grass also has grown up into the farm. Rip's constant companion was his dog, but he was having one constant permanent friend, okay, partner, and that is the dog. Dog was always living with Rip Van Winkle continuously. Whenever Rip was going, there his dog was going. Name Wolf. His name is what? Wolf. Generally wolf is other animal, but his dog name is Wolf. To avoid work, he would walk away into the forest with his dog. Then he don't want to go into the farm. He doesn't want to do any kind of work. Then he want to run away from the work. Then where he was running, where he is going? He is going into the forest, far away from the home. Means nobody can search him and nobody can say him the any work. That's why he is going into the forest. With whom he is going? But with his dog. One day Rip just walk on and reach the highest part of the mountain. Then that village is downside the hills, downside the mountain. Then he was walking, and after walking he realized that he reached on the highest point of the mountain. It was late in the afternoon when he reached there. Then it was the late time, like a 4 o'clock, 5 time. At that time he reached on the mountain. Then tired after his long climbing. This much he climbed. That's why he was feeling so tired. He was feeling now so lazy also little bit. He lay down and began daydreaming. Then he lay down on the ground. He lied on the ground and he started to see the daydreams. Daydreams means which dreams we are seeing at the daytime. Okay, daydreaming. It was soon evening and he realized it would be night by the time. Then 4-5 o'clock he reached there. Then sudden after moment 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and it's time of sunset and there is totally dark. Night was there. Then it would be night by the time he reached his village. Okay, and he was thinking that in the daydream only he is thinking. He didn't start his back journey. He was thinking only, if I start my journey, I will reach my village, but it will be night time. Then what he has decided? Suddenly he heard a voice calling out. Suddenly what he listened? He listened that something voice is coming. Okay, in dream only he is seeing this everything, student. He is going back to his home. He is going downside of the mountain, and when he was going downside, suddenly he listened one voice. And what was that voice? Rip Van Winkle, Rip Van Winkle. Like that somebody shouting, somebody is calling to him for the help, and his nature is what? Helping nature. Then he started to search, who is calling me, who is asking me for the help. He looked around and saw a short old man. Then he saw that there is one old man whose height is very short. He was so short by the height. And how he was looking? He was old man, as well as he was old, not young, with thick hair, and his hairs were so thick, and his grizzled beard means his color of the beard was the gray color. Okay, beard was there. In the picture you can see that pink colors one dress up, one old man is there. How many hairs he has? His beard is also how much long, and it is colors is also gray, grizzled beard, walking towards him with a barrel. And how he was coming toward the Rip Van Winkle? In his hand barrel is there. In this picture you can see the barrel. Yeah, one wooden container is there which made by wood. Okay, that wooden container is in the hand of old man, and it is going to difficult to him to that pull it, to carry it. That's why he was asking help to the Rip Van Winkle. Rip hurried to help the stranger, who caught his hand tightly. Okay, then when he went near this short man, the short man hold the hand of the Rip Van Winkle. He hold it tightly. Together they reach a place where there were some more odd looking men. Then Rip Van Winkle helped to that old man who was very alone and who was old as well. Then Rip Van Winkle helped him, and by carrying that barrel they went to one place. Okay, and on that place that old man was also having his friends, many friends he was having. Okay, his hand tightly. Together they reached a place where there were some more odd looking men playing nine pins. There they were playing the game, and that game name was nine pins. And in nine pins, how many players are there? Total 9 players are there. They were all dressed the same way, and their all dressing sense is same, dressing style is same. Okay, same way, and all of them had beard of various shapes and color. And at that time, which 9 people were playing the game of 9 pins, they were dressed up same. They all are having the beards, but what is the difference of their beards? Some are having the green colors beard, some are having the red color, some are having white, black, red, purple, like the different colors beard they have. Yeah, all that 9 pins, 9 persons had beards of various shapes and the color, and that shapes are also, some are having the long, some are having the short, some are having the curve, like the different shapes beard that all 9 persons were having, who are short as well. Even though they were playing a game, their faces were serious and there was silence. Generally, whenever we are on the ground, what we do? We shout aloud. Okay, we enjoy, we feel so happy, we laugh. But when these 9 persons are playing the game, they are so silent, like that something serious matter happened, like that they are so silent. Okay, their faces were so serious, something serious matter happened, like that. And the only sound was the noise of the balls. By which ball? See, now here you can see this game, how they are playing. One ball is there. Okay, this game might be, you also play this 9 pins game. Then they are stroking this ball on that pins, and that pins are falling one by one downside, and if total 9 pins will fall downside, it means they win the game. Like that game was going. Then all the attention on that ball, which echo in the mountains like thunder, and which a sound has made by the ball after striking on the pins. That sound was coming so loudly into the hills, into the mountains. As Rip and his companion reached them, they stopped playing and stared at Rip with a fixed gaze. Then Rip was looking so tall, and these all are short, and Rip's beard was not there, nothing was there. He was looking handsome, and their beard was there, colorful beards were there. Then they were thinking, who came here? And this person is looking something different only. We are looking something different, but he is looking different. That's why they started to gaze him. Gaze him means looking seriously, continuously to him only. Then Rip was really frightened by seeing to these all short people and different color beard person, because first time he saw this kind of people. He get very shocked and the frightened, getting very scared, afraid. His companion emptied the contents of the barrel into the glasses and made Rip drink it. Then in that barrel, what was there? There was one cold drink. Okay. Then what they have done, his companion, what they have done? They emptied that whole barrel into the glasses, 9 glasses. And as well as they have given this drink to the Rip Van Winkle also. Then Rip obeyed as he was trembling with fear. Before he was shaking with the fear. That's why he has taken that glass and he started to drinking. Since he was thirsty, he drank a few more glasses. He didn't drink only one glass. He drank second, third, fourth, like that many glasses he drank. And slowly fell into a deep sleep. Then he sleep and sleep, continuously sleep. When he woke up, on waking up, he found that he was at the place where he had first met the old man. Then where he was? he get up. That time he find himself where he got the first person who was shouting by the name of Rip Van Winkle for his helping for carrying the barrel. That time he found himself. Then he rubbed his eyes. It was a bright sunny morning. It was a bright day and it is the sunny morning. Surely I have not slept here all night, thought Rip. Then Rip was thinking, at the night time, at the evening time, I reach on this place and I feel that whole night I slept here only, and now it's the second day when I woke up. But when he realized, what he realized? See that, what he realized. He looked around for Wolf. Wolf means his pet dog. Then he started to search the wolf. But he was nowhere. He was not there on that place. Reef whistled for him. He started to whistling. He started to calling to the pet dog, but he didn't come. Wolf, wolf, like that he shouted also. He then shouted. No dog was to be seen, but there was no pet dog. Where has this dog gone? He muttered. Mutter means talked in slow voice to himself. And what he asked to himself, where has this dog gone? Where is my pet dog? To himself, he began to descend the mountain to go back to the village. Then he started to come down from the mountains, okay, to go to his village. And at the near the village, he came near the village. He met a number of people, but he didn't know any of them. Then when he was going, that time children were playing with him, play balls, kites, and he was telling the story. But when he came back, that time those children were not there. He was not knowing any person of the village. How it can happen? Like that he started to think. The villagers also stared at him equally surprised. Then all started to see to the Rip Van Winkle also, and they all get surprised after seeing this person. Who is this man? And all started to talk with each other, and they were asking, who is this person? And who came down said from the mountain? Who is he? Said one, I have never seen him before. I didn't see him before in the village. Who is he? Said another, look at his long white beard and his wrinkled face. He has the long beard and its beard color is a white, and he is an old person. On his face also wrinkles are there. How he is looking? On hearing this, Rip stroked his chain. Okay, then he started to see on his chain. Okay, then after what happened then? He started to pat it, means he started to hold his chain. Then after holding that chain, he found that on that chain many hairs has grown, and that hair is his beard. To his astonishment, for his surprise, he found his beard had grown a foot long. And how much it has grown up? Till his legs, from his upside face till his feet. That beard has grown up. And old woman walked up to him and looked at his face for a moment. Then in the neighborhood, one old lady was living. She came near the Rip Van Winkle and she started to see him. Then she exclaimed, she cried loudly, it is Rip Van Winkle. He is Rip Van Winkle, people, villagers. Don't you remember? Don't you identify? Don't you recognize? He is Rip Van Winkle. Welcome home again. Welcome back to your home, old neighbor. Okay, where have you been these 20 long years? From 20 years you didn't come back. After 20 years we are seeing to you. Where you were 20 years? Then he realized I was sleeping for the 20 years. And this story is over, student. Might be you like this. Okay, read this story again into the textbook. Write down all the meanings, and then send me the homework of your meanings and the sentence making. Make the sentences as well. Take care and thank you.